So welcome to today's session. Today's session is about our new interface in Power BI. So we'll be talking about standard interface, which we were using before, and how is the new interface different from the standard interface. And in the last update, we also have a interface change, a new interface introduced in the Power Query as well. So we'll go step by step and see what are the differences. We will see the old interface of Power BI. I will not say the old interface, it's a different interface, or you can say a standard interface where we were seeing the visualization pane, the data pane, and the filter pane in this kind of look, okay, where we have those field sections and the drill through and all these options coming down over there. And in the new interface, which is given by Microsoft for Power BI, it will look something similar to this, what you're seeing over here. Okay, so here you will see on the right side there are some icons over here for the database, for the visualizations, for the formatting, and you can also configure some new additional icons over here if you, in case you guys are using them. So we will explore them one by one, what they are and how it is different from our old interface. The interface broadly will look like this. This is our standard interface which we were using, or most of us were using, and this is the new interface which we'll be seeing in action. So the old interface, if I expand it, it will look like this. So this is the area which we will see that the majority of the changes are available over here in this new interface. This is the interface A, which we are referring to our standard interface or the old interface. And this is the interface B, where you will see under the home ribbon, there are some visualizations over here, right? So these visualizations were not, icons were not present in the previous interface, but here these interfaces can be seen under the home ribbon itself. Plus you will see these icons, so we will explore them. And then you can see over here the add data pane over here. Okay, so here it is a totally different interface where you can click on it and it opens up all the entire model for you. You can choose the measures or the fields, whichever you want to add to it. After that, we will also explore the new interface for the Power Query. Okay, so we'll come to it, how this new interface is slightly different from the previous ones. So we'll explore them one by one with some examples. Okay, so let's start. Let's get into a proper Power BI file. Let's open the Power BI file and test it. New interface. To switch to our new interface, first thing, this also you notice that how we are actually going to that settings where we can switch our current layout to the new layout, right? For that, we need to go to files, and under files, we need to go to options and settings, and under options and settings, we need to go to options. Okay, so we need to go to file, options and settings, then options. And here we need to go to this preview feature property. Okay, so this is the section where we need to come. And then from here, we need to first make sure that this property is selected on object interaction. If this property is not selected, we need to check it. Okay, if it is unselected, then we need to select it, and then we need to say okay. So I'm going to select this property on object interaction and I say okay. And now you will see you can notice that I'm having a different layout over here. The layout has changed. Previously I was not able to see these icons over here. Under the home tab, now I'm able to see these visualizations, different visualizations which I can select. And over here also this layout has changed, right? So here it is showing me the data layout, which is our database or data model, which is the first one. If I click again over here, that is a toggle button. So it makes it visible, and it once again, if I click on it, it hides it. Similarly, this is our build visual section where we used to add the fields over here, right? We used to add our fields to the data sections. Okay, whenever we choose any visual or anything, we need to add the data model fields or measures over here, right? So this is the part which I am seeing over here. Similarly, if I select any visual, then to format it, this is the format pane over here. So if I click on this, it actually opens up the format your visual section. Right now I've not selected any visual, but if I select any visual, it actually shows me the visual properties and other properties. So here it is not categorized based on visual level properties or general level properties. Instead, it says visual properties and simple properties. can you do something where if I add another one, the previous one gets hidden automatically and the first one will only show up over there. Okay, for that also you have a configuration over here. If I click on this customize, you have this option, this show only one active pane at a time. So if I click on this, it shows only one active pane. Okay, so let's see how it gets impacted. So let me hide this all. Now if I add data pane, the data pane is over here. Now if I want to add the build pane, now the data pane is hidden and only the build pane is showing up over here. Similarly, if I want to go to the format pane, then only the format pane is coming up and the other one is hidden. So this is if you want to switch between, you don't want to occupy the entire space on your right side by opening up all the windows, all the panes, then you can enable that at a time only one option should be enabled. If you see over here under the build section, you see there your y-axis, x-axis, legend, small multiples, tooltips, everything is shown over here. Okay, and here we don't need to drag and drop the fields to this sections. You have this option over here, add data. If I click on this add data, it shows up my entire data pane here itself. Okay, so it shows the entire data set over here, and then I can choose whichever field I want to add to this x-axis or y-axis. Similarly, for example, I'm adding something to my tooltips, so I don't need to have this data pane over here and then I need to drag and drop into that. No need. I can do it from this visualization section itself. From here, if I want to add any data fields, I don't need to open it up parallelly. I can say to the tooltips, right now it is only my sales which is visible, but if I want to add some additional information, I click on this add and then I go over here and I'll say let me add the gross margin as well, let me add the net profit, let me add the gross margin percentage and net profit percentage. Okay, so here under the tooltips I must keep adding all this here itself directly. I don't need to drag and drop different stuffs from the data pane. From here itself I can keep on adding all of them. Similarly, now over here, if I mouse over, I can see all the fields which I have added to my visual as a tooltip, right? So this is the advantage that you don't need multiple panes open at the same time. Okay, because from here itself you can keep on selecting all the data fields or the model fields, whichever is available, calculations, calculated columns or measures or fields, directly you can bring them over here. Apart from this, you can also see to any selected visual, you see on the right side you have this option, add data to build your visual, and second is add or remove visual elements. Let's click on the first one. Here if I click on it, it is suggesting me, do you want to change it to a different visual? So it is actually providing me the entire visualization list over here. Imagine if this window is not open over here. If this window is not open over here, for me, for example, if the format window is open, I can still use this over here to change it to any other visual. Or if I want to change the x-axis, y-axis, legend, or the tooltips, I can do it from here itself, from this visual itself. Another advantage, I don't need to go to this section or this pane every time. Then comes over here, what is this? If I click on it, it actually says add to your visual, tile, zoom slider, data labels. So data labels is already enabled. So few properties is also provided over here. If I unselect this, data label is gone. Title, if I unselect, title is gone. If I want to add the title, title is here. Data labels. And if you want more options, click on this more options and it shows you the format window over here. And from here you can modify anything which you want. Some few options are provided directly over here. We had also seen in the previous case or in the previous interface that when we select two common visuals, common type of visual, so this is your if I show you which type of visual it is, oh sorry, this one, this is actually a clustered bar chart. And if I select this one, this is also our clustered bar chart. And when we select similar type of visuals, then if I want to edit the properties of it over here, see, I can see the properties which I can change. I can change the height and width of these visuals. Previously in our previous layout, it was actually giving us for only the common ones, right? So in common ones, it is also giving us. But what if I select a different visual, which is, let's say, this visual? So this is not the clustered bar chart, it is a clustered column chart. If I select the third one also, you see now the properties has been reduced, but still some common properties you can still go and change. You can apply them on multiple visuals if you select them. Even if they are different type of visuals, any common properties which they share, you can still go and update them, which was not available in our previous interface. Now, coming back to one more important feature which Microsoft has introduced in this new interface is this settings. Over here in the bottom right corner, you see the settings icon, this gear icon. Previously, if you want to go and make any sort of changes on the global settings or to the report level settings, you need to go to file, you need to go to options and settings, you need to click on options, and then that window appears where you actually go and change the settings. But now in this new interface, they have provided that option over here in one click, so which can avoid multiple clicks. If I click on the settings, it opens up my window for the global and current file settings. So it actually shows me those settings, the report level settings, okay, or preview features. So this was a preview feature where we went and we selected this on object interaction part previously. So these options can be selected or unselected directly from here. We don't need to go to file, options and settings, and then again options. So that is one more advantage which we get with this new interface. Options and settings, okay, directly that options window. And here I want to go to my preview features, okay. So preview features and on object interaction is already enabled. Now if I come down, I can also see over here that we have new Power Query in experience. If you want to test or try the new Power Query experience, then we need to select this section under the preview features. So now let me enable this and try this new Power Query experience. So I enable this feature and I say okay. And as I had mentioned previously, whatever features we change over here under the global settings, to apply them, first of all, we need to close this Power BI and then reopen it. So I'll say okay. And then I close this Power BI file and let me reopen it now again. Here again, I'm going to bring in the data from the folder. And for that, if I click on this get data, more or less the options which I was saying before is same over here, like Excel workbook, Dataverse, SQL Server, and all these options are same. But now when I click on this more, this time it opens up a different window. Okay, now it is opening up a different interface altogether. Categorization is almost same, but again you will see new sources, and under the new sources you can click, you can see there is view more. If you want to see more items over here, click on this view more and it appears in a different category. So you were seeing them vertically before, like all, file, database, Power Platform, Microsoft Fabric and all this, but now they are coming in, they were coming vertical, now it is horizontally categorized, plus they are arranged in a different layout altogether. So here again I'm going to select the folder option, okay, and here I get this select the folder path. Now if I click on this folder path, browse for the folder, and I'll go to the same folder which we had selected previously. So I select this 2024 and this transactions. I've selected the same folder, and now if I click on next, this is again more or less similar but slightly different. You can see that this time it is showing up some data type kind of stuff as well, okay, some date and time icon which is coming up over here. text is also coming up over here. Okay, so like this is data type on the Power Query. So this is also shown on the preview feature itself before we get into the actual Power Query window. Okay, and now here, as I had mentioned last time, we were getting the combine option with multiple options, right? Here the combine option is a single button over here. Okay, and there is a load button which is coming up with multiple options, load and transform data. Now here the interface is slightly different. You will not get the direct options like the way we were getting it in our previous interface. If I click on this combine also, this will also give me a different kind of result. Okay, so I'll show you over here the load and transform data. If I go and click on this load and transform data, what it will be giving me is, if I click on this transform data, it is opening up my Power Query window. Okay, it is opening up my Power Query window, and here it has not combined yet the data. It is just giving me the same stuff in the Power Query view from 2023 to 25. Okay, I'm just giving an example. So here, see, it is allowing me to change the subtitles and title both directly from here. So here is a subtitle, here is a title property. So it is actually saving some time of us. And if I want to change this entire visual to something else, click on here and either table, or maybe I want to change it to, let's say, clustered column chart. So here is my clustered column chart. And if I want to add something to my x-axis, so here, instead of opening the data pane over there, from here itself I can say bring your let's say sales, from the sales rep, let's say region or country. So here is my country wise chart. Okay, so this is about our new layout, which actually helps in with additional features. It actually saves some time. You don't need to switch it to multiple sections for formatting, for bringing the data or fields or anything into your visual. And again, settings, if you want to change, you can directly click from here. You can manage this navigation pane over here. You can configure it on whichever tools you are working the most. You can enable them and save them over there. Else you can additionally add them from this interface directly.